Welcome back to the Gridiron Report with David Wright. So today we will have on a special guest. That is, sorry people, Sean Usher with Usher Elliott Productions. He will be covering his team, which is the Dallas Cowboys. Ow, that kind of hurt my soul. But keep it cordial. He is a friend, whether he has good taste or not.
All right, am I in?
Why is he not on screen?
Weird.
Something is wrong. There he is.
All right, can you hear me?
Oh, that's what. I don't have mic on you.
Let's see, should be. Let me see. Give me a second.
There you go.
You
I
got me?
should be getting you.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Oh, I think I'm having a problem with mine. Give me just a second. It might be my speakers. Oh, this needs to fix now.
Everything should be good.
This is a nightmare. Not what I needed. Okay. Oh, where'd he go? What happened? Something happened while I was gone. Oh boy. Oh. Oh, he's back. All right, awesome. Hopefully, we can hear him now.
Can you hear me?
No, it's definitely me. I'm having a problem with my speakers, apparently. Give me just a second to reactivate them. Something is not right. Talk for me.
Hey, can you hear me?
Still nothing. What is going on?
Weird.
That was the wrong speakers. For some reason I'm not getting them there, but maybe I can get you here. At least I'll be able to hear you.
Can you hear me now?
I hear you. Just, but I got to turn up my monitor now. I'm having a problem with my speakers I did not know
I've been there.
of. Sorry about that.
No worries.
I'm very new to this. I'm learning my way, people. I'm very sorry. Where's the volume on this one? Okay, so what have you thought about y'all's off season?
Actually, this is the first off season I felt really, really good. To be honest, a lot of the other off seasons, too much drama, too much contract debates, all that nonsense. A quiet off season's nice, and it's even better when Jerry finally says, you know something, maybe a quiet off season is good. I mean, of course, Brian Schottenheimer doesn't believe it's quiet because there was a lot that went on. We made some trades. We drafted really well. We signed some players. We got Christian Parker from the Eagles, which I mean, I know it came over to us, but at least you should be happy he's not on the Eagles.
Amen.
Because I mean, we can collectively agree. I know Dallas is supposed to be the big bad wolf, but the Eagles have been kind of that squad that's really annoying lately.
Oh, I can't disagree with that at all. Uh, they're not very smart squad all the way around. They burn down their own house when they win a game. It's crazy.
It's wild, and of course their head coach just makes me think of that scene in Step Brothers. That something about his face makes me want to punch it.
Okay, I have no. Oh, there you went. Yeah, so yeah, I've seen y'all have had a really quiet, unusual,
It
very
is.
unusual off season for y'all,
It is.
which
But
links a lot back to Micah Parsons because he's been a lot of noise for a couple years.
well,
So
even before that, like the year before, CD Lamb's contract disputes and stuff like that. And it's
yeah,
just like George Pickens just signing his tag and showing up and doing at least doing all the right things is fantastic.
amen.
Which I
So,
don't know if that says something about us or says more about Pittsburgh.
well, I'll say this: I don't like it. I don't like when y'all have drama. It makes me feel better.
now, now, to
So
be
y'all
fair,
need to stop all the quiet stuff.
to be fair, you guys got my probably my second favorite player in the draft.
He was actually my first.
Yeah,
I y'all got my second.
and that was my first.
Yeah, see, I would have passed on Caleb Downs, and only because of his athletic
I get
ability.
it.
His brain is off the charts. His awareness and football IQ off the charts. But
Now,
when I looked at Sonny Styles, I saw a 6'5", 246-pound man that runs a 4.4 and has an athletic score of a perfect 10. I
I,
couldn't pass that up for nobody.
I'm not
But I
knocking the pick at
blame
all.
y'all none jumping ahead and grabbing him.
Yeah, well, you maybe blame the Giants because they probably should have drafted Caleb Downs. And I mean, I get it, offensive line, but come on, come
Yeah,
on.
but what do you think about the fact that we got Sonny Styles, y'all got Caleb Downs, Reese went to the Giants,
Yeah,
like we got that whole defense that was igniting all in our, you know, I mean, yeah, so corner went to I wasn't that impressed with the corner, so
right.
it was the best players on that team are now in the NFC East.
Yes, agreed.
That's
My, my only
just
thing
shows
with it
where we're
is
headed as a group.
it's going to be interesting because I'm interested to see how the Giants use Reese. Are they going to know what to do with him? Again, freakish player, most likely will be effective whatever you put him, but are they going to be able to use him where he's most effective?
It made my head spin when they took him. And the reason is the signing they had just a few weeks before. Like,
Right.
sign him and then you bring in someone for that position in the draft. Does that mean you're holding him back for a minute? Or does that mean you had
I
another
don't know.
plan? It's interesting. I agree a lot.
Now, I want to touch something you said. You said the athletic, um, the Caleb Downs' athletic portfolio or whatever. Here's the thing: you can say that, but if you watch those games, even with guys like Sonny Styles and
Oh, yeah.
Reese and all of them there, who is more than often the first one to that point
Oh,
of
I'm not saying but it's not by his athletic ability. Okay, so my only point to that would be not to cut him down at all,
right,
but it's aging. As you age, your mental ability is still sky high, and now you've learned everything, but you
right.
lose your athletic ability quicker. So I see a Sonny Styles lasting 5 years longer than a Caleb Downs.
At the same time, position. So
I
they're
agree.
probably going to last around the same time because Sonny Styles' position wears you down much faster.
I agree, but that's if you know his position because with our defense, you don't, and I don't, and I study our team every day. Here's the
Right.
thing about Sonny.
Oh, I know about your defense.
He
Trust me,
was a
I know that
safety.
guy Rose so
He
well.
was a safety. So Sonny is the
Right.
ultimate weapon in the middle of this defense because we can bring him downhill. We can have him covering side to side. or we can drop him back into a four high safety, which will play a lot. So instead of having to have another safety on the roster, we just bring in another linebacker, drop Sonny back to his original position, and he's playing our four safety up high. So to me, knowing that we brought in Durante Jones, you
Right,
could
right.
not have picked a better player for us than Sonny Styles, period, because he is so fluent in the middle. So, and I'm watching us play, and in the training camp, what I'm seeing a lot is what I was hoping. We brought in Nick Cross, and then
Right.
we brought in Sonny Styles. Now you see these gigantic holes in the middle, but in a half a second, they're gone because Nick Cross runs a 4.3 and Sonny Styles run a 4.4 and he's 6'5". They
That's what it
just
is.
disappear in 2 seconds, and it'll fool a lot of quarterbacks. I don't think it'll fool Dak as much as most because he's been there, seen that.
Right.
But we got something else for Dak. And
Okay.
to that situation, I'm trying to learn my craft. So I'm trying to transfer into news. With that said, what do you think the problem is at your left tackle? Because we know y'all put back the guy that was collapsing on y'all last year. When we saw your left tackle that they traded from, he was holding up pretty decent in the OTAs and stuff. What do you think about it?
So Tyler Guyton's he's been developing fine. His issue is he just doesn't stay healthy.
Yep.
If he stays healthy, he will be fine. He's not he's above average. I'm not gonna give him a superstar because
Yeah.
his athletic ability is in a superstar
And
status.
we got a bunch of them. I understand that big time.
But if he stays healthy, at least he's gonna be a guy that isn't gonna be a problem. I actually, the offensive line, that's the name. Guidance stays healthy. My issue has to be on the other side. It's Terrence Steele. The right tackle's where my problem is. He, there are times where he looks great, and then there are other times it looks like he's never played football ever in his life.
Well, as I was digging into your team, because that's what I do, it's my hobby. So I dig in NFC East, I dig deep, period.
Right, right, right.
I saw a few concerns on y'all's defense. Nothing huge, but a few concerns. Y'all signed a lot of guys. Some of these guys were like, okay. And some of these guys were like, did they pick them up from Costco? I mean, what's so I'm wondering about the cohesion between these. Y'all do have some studs, some real dogs. But then y'all fill some other holes because there's so much money going out with quite a bit less. So I've been wondering what it's going to look like when it hits the field because we know us and y'all, we absolutely sucked on defense last year.
Yeah, yeah. Both teams need.
Yeah.
Now, here's the thing for ours, and this is what my concern for your guys actually. Our defensive tackles are going to here's the thing, barring health, let's bar health for both teams. Our defensive tackles are going to be monsters. That's the strength of the team right now is the defensive tackle
Yeah.
area. We've
Yeah.
got
It's
some
definitely the Senate. Yeah.
we've got some young guys for pass rusher. We'll see what happens. I know Gary's there. I don't count him. We got Malachi Lawrence. We got Donovan Ezraku. We'll see what happens. Some people are raving about Sam Williams. I'm not. I'll believe it when I see it.
Yeah.
Uh, and then in terms of our linebackers, we got some undersized guys who are fast and really athletic. Probably to combat your boy over there, Mr. Jaden Daniels.
I
If
understand.
Overshone has a bionic knee now that apparently is going to hold up. It's like apparently he has to go through, has issues going through metal detectors. And then we got D Winters. The big wild card at linebacker is this Jay Sean Barnum, I think his name is. If he puts it together, because his athletic profile is similar to Alvaro Reese. It's just
Okay.
Alvaro Reese's instincts are off the charts.
Yeah.
Jay Sean did not have those same instincts. but apparently in training camp, he's been showing great instincts. So
All
if
right. All
he
right.
puts it together, yikes for the,
Well,
for the
this is what I
linebacker
like to
core.
hear. I was born in Beaumont, Texas. So my whole life I've hated Dallas because I've
That's
been a
fair.
Redskins fan my whole life. I bleed burgundy and gold as deep as anyone ever could because I'm the type of personality the crowd went with Dallas. So I'm going with your biggest rival, and I'm gonna throw it in your face every day. That's just
That's
how I
fair.
am. And that's how I was when I played football. I'm just aggressive. I'm gonna talk crap, and it's gonna be that way. So, um, all I want is an NFC beast back. I want everyone to be legit and the whole rest of the league to be scared of who's coming, and it don't matter.
Agreed.
And I think we're headed there. I truly do believe we're headed there. I do believe all y'all will be behind us, but
So my question is more so about your secondary.
okay.
Because I know we got a lot of young guys in the secondary. We got a lot of talent there. That if that gels, but Caleb Downs brings a lot of that together. We got Bland if he's healthy. We brought in Durant, but Ravel has been actually looking good, and then our other safeties are solid. But your secondary, I'm a little concerned.
Our corners don't matter.
They're
Not
gonna
near
matter.
as much as yours or anyone else's. We need ball hawks. We don't need cover guys. So the way our defense works mostly is for high safety. Our safeties way more important than our corners. So we have Mikey and we have um oh man, Amik Robinson, both ball
Okay.
hawks.
Yeah.
We also have Nick Cross
Right.
and we
Right.
also have Quan Martin, which you saw get an interception last night.
All right. So I'm gonna give it to him, but that ball was thrown directly to him.
Well, he had to go get across the field.
True, but I mean that ball
But
was
I get what y'all are
thrown.
saying.
Right.
That's not what I'm judging his night for.
Right.
What I'm judging his night for is I went back and watched. He was on the ball all day, all night
Oh
long.
no, no,
This is not
legit.
what we were seeing last year with a horrible, holy crap, a horrible defensive coordinator. I don't even want to say his name. I don't think he deserves a
Wait,
name
wait, wait,
anymore.
wait, wait. You can't
I know
battle
where
me
y'all
on
were
you
too. We were fighting to
can't
see
battle
who
me
could
on
be the
horrible
worst.
defense.
Dude, we were held to the standard of the Jets. We should be so embarrassed of what we saw on defense last
Yeah.
year. Pathetic. We had
I-
3 turnovers yesterday. We had 10 all last year.
which is wild. Which is wild.
This just it don't even make no sense. That's not a football team.
I'm just saying, especially when you guys play us, your secondary is going to be very important.
I'm not worried about our secondaries at all. Trey Amos will be back. He's a lot of our fan base think more highly of him than he deserves yet. But
Fair.
he is a solid starting one. Now, do we think he could possibly be a lockdown one? Yeah, it looks like he has the ability if he can stay healthy, but a solid one. Once he's back on the field, he will take the number one. Amik, Mikey, and Rashul can all handle any number two in the league. Well,
Any?
maybe not y'all's number
I
two,
was about to say any
and
number
maybe
two.
not T. Higgins, but that's why we have the freaks at safety like Nick Cross because he will be coming across to help that. And if you think any of the number twos can handle Nick Cross easy, you ain't watched this dude. Like he can handle anyone from that position and back. He can make any corner that's weak so much stronger.
All right.
So that's not as big of a worry, and that's a lot of why we'll go for high safety because we'll have backups to them
Okay.
that will relieve that pressure. Meanwhile, the problem y'all will have is Odafe Owe, Caleb on Chason. Our backups coming off the bench was number 5 in the league on sacks before he got hurt last year. You know him well, and that's Armstrong. That's a backup
Oh,
on our bench. Also, a mini Hugh,
what's
a Super Bowl champion, is a backup off our bench.
speaking of Armstrong? What happened there? What's up with this one game?
No one has told us yet. I've dug and dug and dug, and I can't find how it links back to last year, and it was something he did, but no one's telling you, which is really weird in the NFL. Nothing has come out to tell us did he hit somebody?
Right, right.
Did he accost a fan or push a rep? Like what?
Now,
Conduct unbecoming is a broad span.
true. Now, the thing about, again, I'm gonna ask the question because there is my other concern that I had for you guys, and it's a weakness. I think it's a weakness of you guys versus a strength of us. Your defensive tackles.
See, I'm not. See, you, on this side of the fan base, I love Kinlaw. Y'all about to see who this guy really is this
All
year.
right.
Last year, we didn't have anything up front at all. We had uh, Payne and Kinlaw being washed out of everything because that was all we had on the line. We had 30 injuries last year.
Right, right.
So we had no pass rush. We didn't have Wise. We had no nose guard. We had nothing. So it was easy for everyone to wash Kinlaw and Payne out of the situation. You ain't going to have that this year. We'll have Wise back. We got Settle back. We got the guy that played last night.
All right, I know what you're talking about.
Our coach loves him. But it's not a weakness on our team.
Okay.
It looked like a weakness last year.
Oh,
But
okay.
you saw in
Okay. Okay.
2024 when we had any pass rush, it was not a weakness.
Okay. I'm just saying, compared to our interior defense or interior offensive line, that is a
Yeah.
big strength for us.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I get that. I get that. But the problem is as strong as anyone's line is, it's what is coming. It's dealing with Odafe, dealing with Caleb on Chason, which in this kind of system is a lot like what's his name from the Vikings? I can't think of his name.
Who, you mean who they used to have, or who they have now? Because who they have now was the kid from Alabama, Dallas. But they used to have Danielle Hunter.
Their linebacker, he drops into coverage a ton. I can't think of his name.
I'm done a deep
Anyway,
dive on
everyone
the
but us
Vikings
two
for a
will know
while.
his name. We have two of them in this system because
Right.
our new draft pick is the same build. Lighter, faster, extremely long arms, tall, great in coverage. Now he can get after the quarterback, but he's a lighter one, so he's more. And
Right.
I'm not comparing him, but he's more of a Micah Parsons type. You want to rush. If you want to rush him, you want to create the holes, not count on his body to open the holes. So same thing with
Now,
Caleb on Chason. He's good at dropping into the coverage.
you mentioned that. Again, I think we have an equalizer for those guys, and that's his name is Dak Prescott.
That's going to be interesting because where I think Dak is a really good quarterback, Dak has struggled big time in our division when the defenses around him aren't crappy, which he hasn't had to deal with much. So when the Giants and the Washington Redskins had good defenses, just good because we haven't ever had a great defense since he's been in. When we had good, just like a few years ago, Dak led the lead in turnovers. So I'm interested to see what it looks like
Hold
when.
on. You can't hold him to just that 1 year.
No. I'm not. If you go back on his stats, it lines up.
At
Um,
the at the same
but
time, in most of those games, he still makes the plays that need to be
oh,
made.
I'm not saying he's not. He's a really good quarterback. I'm not saying. I'm interested to see with no punk defenses in the division. You know, like last year, okay, he got
Right.
4,500 yards. Everyone's so blown away by that. I'm not. I know for a fact he played some of the worst defenses in the league. He
At the sa-
played us. He played the Giants. And he plays these defenses twice a year.
but at the same time, some of his bigger games came against the Eagles, whose defense was not
I'm not saying
that.
that, but
So,
also he had 4 games where he didn't even have a touchdown. With that kind of weaponry, and I'm not saying that it will be a bad year at all. What I'm saying is it's going to be interesting to
well,
see when the whole division has a real defense,
right.
how much he shines. I know he'll shine, but
Well,
how much?
and that's why I like to put the caveat of injury, barring injury, because we forget you say 4 games.
Yeah.
He also had 3 games without CD Lamb, and CD Lamb was hampered for most of the year.
And CD Lamb disappeared a lot.
He also Ryan Flanoy didn't actually show up as Ryan Flanoy till later in the league or later in the year. Ferguson decided to be dumb and put on like 20 pounds of muscle, and he lost majority of his athleticism.
I totally agree with
And then
everything you've said, and that's why I'm so excited because we
just
don't
like
know what y'all are going to be. We have no clue what we're going to be. But what we do know is, in my opinion, we're going to win the division. Y'all be right behind us hitting the playoffs. The Eagles are going to miss with the Giants. We're going to put
we'll see
their
what
ass in
happens.
third place where they damn well belong.
We'll
Like,
see what
I'm
happens.
tired of hearing Eagles fly. You know
I'm
what? Eagles, I got another word that rhymes with fly.
right. I get you. I get you. Now with that, like let's take your guys' offense. Like Jaden Daniels was injured and he was hampered but there were times where Jaden Daniels didn't look like he did his rookie year.
Okay, I explained this to my best friend, and I understand the point, and I'm fixing to tell the whole story on Jaden Daniels. For everyone that's been hating on my quarterback, let me make it very clear. They brought this guy in. Adam Peters failed him 2 years out of 3. Okay, the first year he gave him a bunch of old ass guys that were about to go into old folks' home and a bunch of Uber drivers
Right,
and
right,
said, hey, here's also a really shitty defense to go with it.
right,
And
right.
he
No, I'm
took
with
us to
you.
the NFC Championship. The
I'm with you.
world blew up Jaden Daniels. Now,
Yes.
Adam Peters sat on his thumb and did not a damn thing to help my quarterback. That come in as a young man that was a savior of a franchise,
Sounds
and he
familiar.
tried to do too much because he had to,
Sounds
and it
familiar.
got him hurt over and over again. Like when you're that savior and then you throw him back on the field with trash, what do you think that kid's going to try to do? Everything possible to win because it's what he did the year before. Now you got him hurt a few times. The injury prone bullshit, I'll throw that out the door. It was 3 different injuries. He could have came back from all of them. We pulled him and kept him out, and we were told why. Not only just because our year was over, because they wanted to give Blau and him a chance to get a head start on working under center.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yes, he was injured 3 times. He's not been out for a season
No.
yet. So let's not compare my quarterback to a Joe Burrow that can't stay healthy and never available. All right.
I-
Let's not talk about him like Patrick went down for the year. Let's not talk about him like, I mean, we're talking about my quarterback bad. Dax went down for the year. My quarterback's
hey,
never
hey,
went down
no,
for
no.
a year yet.
Here's the Dak went down for a year from a cheap shot.
I'm not saying I understand that. No, you're not getting what I'm saying. While we're while we're giving my quarterback this injury prone bullshit, the
Well,
other
see, I'm not.
quarterbacks,
I'm not doing that. I'm
I understand. I've
saying.
watched you,
I'm
but
stating more so the fact that, and it personally.
oh, oh, I got you. You'll be right back up, I hope. So we were talking about Dak and JD5. And in general, the quarterbacks in the league, where my quarterback is getting labeled as an injury prone, small framed, he couldn't get through his second year type quarterback. And at the same time, we're looking at other quarterbacks, and no shade on these quarterbacks because these everyone I'm about to name is a good quarterback, no doubt about it. But they have been put out for a whole year, but they're not being talked about the way my little quarterback has had a few minute injuries, but he's getting disrespected. Dak has went out for a year. Joe Burrows went out for a year. Patrick's went out for the year. I mean, we can keep going. Lamar, you
All
know
right,
who
can
has
you hear me?
not went, huh?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me again? Sorry.
Yes, I got you.
All right,
But the
let's preference something though. Those quarterbacks. There's only one of those quarterbacks I think you can put on that par for what you're saying though, and that's Joe Burrow. Because let's be clear, Dak. What year did Dak go out? What
oh,
year did
I'm not
Patrick go
saying
out?
that. No, it's not a shade towards them quarterbacks. But why are we talking about one quarterback that's had a few minute injuries and has never been put out of a season yet?
You,
Like it's the end of the world.
you want to know
Meanwhile,
why? You want to know why? I can
yeah,
tell you why.
because they're attacking us because we're Redskins,
Well, not just
and they
that.
always do.
Not just that. There's another reason why. It's because of your draft class, and there's three other quarterbacks in that draft class that they want to try to promote over Jaden
Oh, I
Daniels.
know. It makes money. It makes money.
They want to make they want now, why is it now someone's doing a redraft and they say Drake May should have went number one overall in that draft? No, he should not have. He was not
No.
I'm a UNC guy, and Drake May was not the most talented
And
quarterback in that
Caleb
draft.
is not that guy yet. Everyone's trying to make him that guy, but I'm sorry, you can do amazing stuff, but when you're not smart enough to take what's there, then you're not elite. I'm sorry.
Well,
Learn how to play football, and that's not spectacular. Football is taking what the defense offers and
well,
winning the damn game.
it's not just that. As a quarterback, I'm sorry, there's something to be said about consistency.
Yes. And when your defense has to be the number one turnover team in the league to make the playoffs, your quarterback's not that damn good yet. Do I think
No,
Caleb will be?
he
I
could.
think he'll wrap his head around taking what's there,
He could. He could. He
but
could.
he hasn't yet. So let's not act like he has. That's
Now, to
what we're
be
doing. The whole league's
to
acting like he's got it.
to be fair, the division he's in, the quarterbacks in that division, meh,
If
meh.
they're going to promote the division, that's who you want to promote. I agree. So
Yeah,
I get it. It's all a business decision, but we don't have to tear down Jaden Daniels when
I
there's so
agree.
it should be more of a this kid. I mean, anyone that knows football understands what happened last year.
Right,
You
right.
know,
And
this kid was the savior of a really bad organization that finally got sold from a crackheaded moron. And after that happened,
some of the greatest
Derek,
years of my life. Some of the
what
greatest years
I
having
know
you
it
guys
was,
have that
and it
owner.
ain't gonna stay that way no longer. Thank God. You know what's great though? I'm 53. So I got to watch our three Super Bowls before that nightmare happened.
Right, right.
So
And
I
I got
have
the,
all
I
the
was able to
great
see
memories.
I was able to see the Cowboys three Super Bowls there. So
Yeah, so I have all the great memories and then 30 years of misery. I feel so bad for our young guys. They have none of the great memories. I can't wait for them to have them, and they're coming. Dude, I was telling my people like I've watched all three Super Bowls. I've never seen a team presented like we're about to present to the field since our last Super Bowl team. Now, we can't compare them because this team has to go out and prove on the field what they can do. But as far as on paper, if you lay these two on paper, dude, we're presenting a freak
wait,
show.
wait, hold on though, hold on, because you asked me about my left tackle. Come
Oh,
on
I'm
now.
good. I'm good. I'm not them. I'm not them. I want Laramie Tunsil back. Don't get me wrong. You can't replace a top two as far as that's concerned. But
Right.
in this system, Brandon Coleman, Okay. Now, in the first year, I dug into it and also listened to Logan Paulson, and he dug into it. And just to make sure I wasn't a moron, he said basically the same thing. In 2024, we had to throw a shitload of chips, blocks, and help Brandon Coleman out a lot. But he went to the NFC Championship with us. And in that year, he propelled uh, um, the one that just went to the Ravens.
Oh, no, no. Wait, who?
The pass rush, Trey
Not
Trey
Henry.
Henderson.
Trey
He
Henry.
held Trey Henderson to nothing. Now he did have a few stats on his sheet, but in that same year, he also held Myles Garrett to 0 on his stat sheet, and that wasn't with help. He did that on his own. So as I was looking at that, I was like, okay, there's bad because we had to throw a lot of help, and there's really good because these are the top of the line guys. And he put Myles Garrett in the dirt by himself with no chip, no help. And he
All right.
also held Trey Henderson to a very minute stat sheet. So I
Okay.
went and looked in 2025, and at almost 200 snaps, he was all on his own, and his PFF was good. Now we're coming in his third year, and he's been practicing at both spots on the off season. And he's a better left tackle than he is a guard, if you want to be honest. So I'm comfortable because he's not only serviceable, he's a little bit better than serviceable,
Okay.
but his athletic prowess of being fast, agile, being able to get up into the second and third levels. So our run game, because we know we switched to where we're a big boy offense, so we need that more than anything on the line. I'm okay
I,
with it.
I like the new kid.
Huh?
What's his name? He's got that. His name's a little different, isn't it?
Who?
The new running back.
Oh, okay. Fat Man?
Yeah, yeah. I like him.
Are you talking about Robert Henry?
No, Fat Man.
Okay, so I there's no better running back squad in the league than ours for a NFL season. And the reason why I say that, I know you, I see your face, but give me just a second. The
All right,
reason
all right.
why I'm saying that is I'm gonna break down a few numbers real quick. We got Bill, Rashard White, Katron Allen, and Jeremy McNichols. But after what I've seen from, I made a video about Robert Henry, I don't know, 230 videos or something ago
Right.
about him being an undrafted free agent we brought in and watch him because he was going to hit the practice squad and count on him being on our team next year. Well, from what I seen last night, he may get rid of McNichols this year. If we see this a couple more games, McNichols is
I
history.
can agree with that. I can agree with that.
So this is the numbers on my running back room, and this is why I say we don't have the best talent running back room. Don't get that twisted. But
Okay.
for an NFL season, Bill averages a 4.6 per carry. He's fast, twitchy. Now he's gotten really good at blocking and catching. Watch out. He's going 12 or 1,300 yards this year. He had 805 yards and 8 touchdowns last year in his rookie year, not being used. Okay. So he's going 12 or 1,300 yards this year. It will happen.
Okay.
Our backup to him is Rashard White. He carries a 4.3 average. Has had a 1,350 yard, 25 yard season, and more importantly, is lethal when used less and as a addition to your wide receiver room. And
I'll
that's
give
what
you
we're
the addition to the wide receiver room. I'm not high on Rashard White, but that's
see.
me.
Rashard White, when he drops to 500 to 600 yards, he stops fumbling because most of them are in his pass game, and all of a sudden, his catch after the catch goes up to a 9.6,
All right.
which I know it's bull crap when it's a receiver, but as a running back, that's really good.
No. I get you.
So a really strong third down back. Fat man averaged 5 yards per carry in college, ended there with 1,350 yards and 15 touchdowns.
I like him though. I like
And
him.
he is a bulldozer when you're within the 20. Now we have McNichols, because I'm not even going to bring up
There's an odd,
Robert
but
Henry until he proves it.
there's still going to
So
be an odd man out.
McNichols averages a 4.6 average per carry, and he does something no one else in the league does as good. And I don't understand because I'm not that high on McNichols. But when it's 3rd and 7, somehow this dude always gets you 8. It's weird and freaky because I'm not that high on him, but he's almost the best in the league at doing that. It's just weird. So our running back room is built to last through an NFL season. You can last through 2 and possibly 3 injuries to your running back room before you have to panic. All these guys carry a good to excellent average.
Right.
All these guys have high abilities in the pass, run, and blocking game now.
All right.
So where I would love to have a Saquon Barkley or a Williams or
a Robinson.
Yeah. My room is built for a long, brutal season better.
I get you. I get you.
So it's my favorite room we have.
Now I'm going to touch on something else real quick. Where I am not as low on the skill players for Washington as other people have been. I know I have a friend who's a Green Bay fan who's very low on you guys, and I've seen some of the national media who's been very low on the skill players. I will say one that the Stephon Diggs coming there, that's going to help you out greatly because at least against my squad, because you know I watched every Washington Dallas game. Why does Terry not show up till the fourth quarter?
Oh, Terry will now. Y'all can't blanket cover him no more. You've been blanket covering Terry his whole career. He's never had a running mate. Never. Not one. Every running mate he's had was an Uber driver.
That's on your GM. Who thought? Well, we saw what Treylon Burks was in Tennessee. What made you think he was going to be something more?
Well, McLaren is about to hit his 1,350 yard finally. He's going to get his real season. He's going to be 13, 15 touchdowns. He's going to be among the best in the league now because he's got a running mate. And then not just one. But I'm going to tell you why everyone's not high on our skill set. Y'all crazy. Yeah,
I wasn't the one who said it.
I'm not talking about you, but they crazy. Because let me present our skill set. I just went over our running back room. Now let me go over our wide receiver room. Terry McLaurin, even if till this part he's still a top 13 to receiver in the league. Okay. He may not be top 10 yet, but he will be at the end of this year because he's always been blanket covered, and he's never had a running mate to take any pressure off at all. Even last year when he had a Debo, he wasn't available. He got hurt.
Don't get me started on Debo.
and I hope Debo has an amazing year because to me, now he's a Washington Commander. He helped my team in a horrible year, and he came here to have a good year. And one of the few things we had that we could have looked at all was some of the shit Debo did. And he got injured for us. He went hard for us. Even in a year where we sucked, he went hard for us. So I hope he has a great year. I hope the 49ers blow balls, but I hope Debo has a great year.
Problem with the 49ers is they're old and injured.
Well, they play by that damn electrical field. That don't help them. And anyone that's like, that's a conspiracy theory, tell me why they're the most injured team in the league every single, other than last year. That was us. But
Right
why
now,
are they always up there with us or whoever's up there?
well, you know who's the most injured team right now, right?
Uh,
Those
Definitely
Carolina
not us.
Panthers. Those Carolina Panthers. My
Well, they're
goodness.
going to be, dude. From what I've seen so far, the Cardinals may be a problem a little bit because they should have never got Jeremiah Love if they wanted to tank because
It is an odd thing to do.
he is not going to let them tank now. That kid is special. When you
Yeah,
see him run, he
I did.
glides like a Saquon
Yeah,
Barkley. It's crazy.
I
I
think
wanted him. If he would have available, I would have said screw Caleb Down, screw Sonny Styles, screw everybody. I want him. But smart move. I just wouldn't have brought him in if I was the Cardinals. You're too new into your rebuild. You're going to burn his career. And by the time you get where you're going, he's going to hit a contract and leave. Then he's
right.
going to shine. Or you're going to wear him out because you're building why he's thriving. And it
True.
pisses me off. It's the same kind of thing as Saquon Barkley. Same damn thing the Giants did to him. And then he went to the Eagles, and well, we watched him carry the whole team to the Super Bowl.
Right. Right.
So
Right. Well, plus that defense.
yeah, but he was special, dude. He jumped a dude backwards with the splits. Like he'll be back in a minute, guys. Give him a minute. Um, Saquon Barkley is a different kind of human being. He's a freak alien that most people don't even see one of them in their lifetimes. He's different. And it looks like Jeremiah Love is from that same cut from that same cloth. It's going to be fun to watch. But over there on Dallas, we have Mr. Williams. So they have what we would consider two of the top receivers in the whole league. And I hate it. I kind of puked in my mouth when I said it right there. And then they have a top 5 running back. So we know that they have the ability to be extremely explosive. I'm just wondering if it'll actually come together like what it was should have been last year. As good as they were, it should have been higher than 27.7. We held a 29 with nobody on our squad. So I know as good as y'all were, y'all didn't even get close to what your ceiling is, and I'm wondering what we'll see this year.
I think it's going to be better this year. One,
I don't think it. I think it has to.
I think one part of the issue is like once the defense went off the rails,
Yeah.
and it just this certain things just went a certain route.
And it
Also,
seemed CD was having a hard problem at that time blending with Pickens. Like
it wasn't that
he would disappear out of games sometimes.
it wasn't necessarily that. It was teams like what did you just say about Terry McLaurin?
Oh yeah,
Teams decided
to double blanket him.
who would we rather beat us, George Pickens or CD Lamb? And CD Lamb's so fluent in his route running, they're like, we're going to take the guy that we know is going to be open, and we're going to see if this guy over here, who's more of a jump ball guy, or they thought he was more of a jump ball guy, to see if this guy who is known to get frustrated and George Pickens showed up. And that's the thing. This offseason, apparently, like we had the joint practice with the Rams. And even Rams beat reporters were sitting there saying that George Pickens was the best receiver on the field with Devontae Adams, with Puka Nacua, and with CD Lamb there.
You ain't got to tell me.
So,
I know Pickens is a dog. I was hoping y'all would have problems with his contract and he'd force his way out.
no. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with that. Unlike Pittsburgh, Dallas has welcomed him with open arms. They know how to deal with guys like this because you know exactly who Pickens reminded me of. When we made the trade, I told everybody it's going to be fine because I knew a guy named Dez who kind of reminds me of this guy.
Very
but on top of
personality.
But on top of that, it helps when one of your best friends is on the team and told the team that he needed you on that team.
Definitely, definitely. Uh, I love y'all's offensive weapons,
Here's the
but
thing.
however, it's kind of dependent on your top two.
Well, here's the thing, though. Here's what I'm going to say. Say this: when our squads play, I don't think either of these revamped defenses are going to show. I'm going to be honest. I think they're going to be shootout games. I think the defenses will be better, but I don't think these defenses are really going to show what they really will be in these games because of how these offenses will show up.
I agree with that, except for I can't wait to see what all of y'all do with our pass rush. Because in this division, there's only one team even close to us, and that ain't y'all, and that ain't the Eagles.
Well, no, hold on. You guys got to prove that pass rush. I'm just saying. I know you guys got some
Oh, we've
players.
watched Odape Owe through this whole thing. He's just different, dude.
I know,
He
but
what
why
you
did he
saw in
not
the
show?
playoffs is what he
What?
became.
Why has he not show up consistently
He's
in?
not supposed to. You do know the path of a linebacker is his age. Usually, when a linebacker hits this league, it takes to around 26 or over to 27 to actually explode and become who they are. Odape is 27. He exploded like hell last year. That's why we gave him $100 million.
I get you.
We
I get
you
you. I
and
just got to see more.
I
I
know
got to
you
see
have
more.
to see him be that number one 14, 15 sack guy. I get that. You'll see that this year. But we're not counting on just Odafe. We have a rotation of pass rush that's not just our linebackers. We have another linebacker room that is going to be coming for y'all too, and that's Sonny Styles, Leo
I get you.
Chenal, Lubu. We also bring our safeties up and our corners up to go at y'all. What y'all will see from us, you've never seen in a lifetime, other than only one other team that played similar. Y'all have
No, no. There was a team
y'all have
last
a
year.
defense that isn't as aggressive as ours,
There,
but y'all
there,
don't have the defense that's as confusing as ours. Only the Viking has that.
there's a team last year that has. I'd say their pass rushers a little bit better than you guys', but it had a similar concept. And Dallas was able to scheme around, and with Dak, no, Dak was able to do a lot. No, that game ended in a tie, and that
Except
was
for they didn't have Sonny Styles and Nick Cross in the middle. And
no
that
Green
is
Bay.
different. And that is different in every way.
Green Bay. I'd venture to say Green
Green Bay
Bay's.
don't have a 4'4", 6'5",
I,
246-pound linebacker that played safety that can
I'll,
close the gap with a 4-3 safety.
I'll give you that Sonny Styles is over what they have with Quay Walker, but Xavier McKinney is better than Nick Cross.
I understand that, but you're putting a 4'3" tall safety with a 4'4" tall linebacker in the middle of the field. That's different than anyone else's squad. It just is. There's similar squads. They just don't have the athletic freak show we're bringing. You
Also,
know,
and
Sonny Styles is a perfect 10 athletic score. Nick Cross is a 9.86. Leo Chenal is a 9.9. Our backups, like McGee, is a 9.68. These are freaks from hell. They're
I'll
fast,
give you that.
they're big, and they're starting to show, even our backups like McGee.
And
So
we will see what happens.
it's gonna be fun, man. It's gonna be fun.
We'll
And
see
I
what
don't
happens.
we're gonna fight it out. We just do. It don't matter if we're better than y'all or y'all are better than us. When it comes to our games, it's gonna be a slobber knocker. And the same thing with the Eagles, same thing. We all know each other so well that it's just but the exciting part for me for the year is watching y'all and us and all them, the rest of the
Yes.
league having to deal with us.
I'm interested to talk to somebody from the Eagles because I want to know how Jalen Hurts is going to do with having to change up.
He has looked like ass juice, and
because
that's saying it nicely.
I know the kid's already been injured, but Makai Lemon is different than AJ Brown.
He wasn't. He what? Look, man, they were putting out clips of Makai Lemon doing an 2 yard out, and catching the ball on the sideline, and Jalen Hurts was almost breaking the kid's back so he could catch it. These are the celebrations they were having. It's not good over there at all. Jalen Hurts doesn't look good. The squad doesn't, even when you're watching like what is her name? Simone. Um, she tries to play like she's really secure with their offense, but you can absolutely see the hesitation in her big time. She's and she keeps saying, "Don't forget about our defense." You know when you have to say, "Don't forget about our defense" when your offense
Then when
sucks.
your offense isn't good.
Yeah. So that's what we're seeing over there. So it's going to be interesting these first 3 games. Y'all have to deal with us the second game.
we get
When
them.
we'll
We
be a
get those
little
Giants on
bit.
Sunday Night Football. That first game.
The Eagles, I am not scared of at all because even when they're the best team in the league and we're the shittiest team in the league, we still send them home with a loss on their record. I don't care if they're 8-9, 9-0. We still do it because that's the team we're least scared of, period, in the whole league. It
Yeah.
always has been and always will be. We don't give them no respect. We respect playing y'all way more than the Eagles. Y'all are a pain in our ass. The Eagles, they're just the Eagles.
Going to be more of a pain in the butt this year too,
It's
because
gonna be fun.
again, I bring up that Rams practice. Did you hear about what happened after?
Oh
Just
yeah.
made me laugh.
Oh yeah.
Where the Dallas players were like, we're gonna put in some extra work, and the Rams players were like, wait, what? Extra work? What's that?
Well, we know McVay and how he does his players. They don't play in preseason. They are very guarded
Right.
till you hit the season. So
Well, it's because it's scheme. It's scheme.
yeah,
It's most
it'll
of what
be
they do is all scheme.
extremely interesting to see what they present that first game because holy shit, on paper is that squad
It's
lethal.
monster.
It's an absolute. If
and
they put it together, they
and if
may
that,
be the team that goes over our 93 squad that was just voted best team ever. Like,
and it, and if that monster unretires, oh no,
uh,
oh no.
oh, don't worry, he's coming. He's there.
Actually,
He,
one of my favorite clips I saw this past year or this year. It
what's that?
wasn't even a football thing. Shady McCoy raced Aaron Donald, and
Oh,
Aaron Donald beat him by a mile.
I'm not a big Shady McCoy fan.
I'm not.
Little
I
too,
can't stand Shady,
a
so I
little
thought it was
too damn
great.
cocky for me. I mean, dude, you're not
He's got the
Barry.
worst takes
Barry
ever.
yeah, you're not Barry Sanders. You're not Emmett Smith. Like you're not John Riggins. Please quit trying to hold yourself up
He's not
like
even
you
Brian
are.
Westbrook.
Uh,
He's not even Brian Westbrook, for
I
my
know.
opinion.
So quit talking about yourself like you belong with the best in the division because, dude, Riggins was a different kind of
Yeah,
creature. So was Emmett Smith. So, I mean, so many of I mean, you're not even in the top what? I mean, you can't shine
if we're talking
Saquon
all
Barkley's
time,
shoes.
he's probably what, top 15, maybe.
Maybe. Like he can't even shine Saquon Barkley's
No,
shoes.
no,
But he
no,
talks like he's up there like them kind of runners.
no, no.
He gets on my nerve.
Because we had Emmett, we had Dorsett.
Yep. See, but in your heart of hearts, tell me what you're feeling. Are you scared of what you're about to see? Because
For the Cowboys.
no, from the
Oh,
Commanders. Now think about
oh,
this. Think about this. I wanna put a caveat in here and let you know what I'm talking about. That is in 2024, this kid. Jaden Daniels,
Mhm.
took a couple old, ready for the retirement home guys and a bunch of Uber drivers to the NFC Championship with the worst defense that's ever seen an NFC Championship. Now we've given him a real defense and weapons galore. Are you actually scared of what you could see he can do with them?
I'm not. I'm gonna be
Okay.
honest with you. I'm not. Again, I'm not saying it's a foregone conclusion on either side. I'm just saying I'm not because I see what the Cowboys have been doing, and I know Dak's history against the Commanders. Regardless, we want to go that route talking about history. I know Dak's history against the Commanders as well.
I do
Dak
too. And
Dak
the thing
steps up
is, we
against his
ain't that
division.
organization no more.
No, no, I get you.
We don't have shit falling on our fans no more.
But I get you, but it's been shown Dak steps up against his division.
I understand that.
He
Yeah.
do.
Yeah.
So no, I'm not saying that the Commanders aren't going to, but there's certain things that I do need. I do want to see gel. Some of the new stuff. The same thing people can say about my squad because there's a lot of new stuff going on. I just like you. I'm seeing things in training camp that seem to be working out.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing these things from Commanders training
See, I
camp.
am. See,
So
okay, going back to our, because you asked about our squad. So, in our wide receiver room by game 8 or 9, we will be presenting 3 number 1 receivers onto the field. Because I promise you, I will bet money that Antonio Williams is considered a number 1 talent by game 8 or 9.
I get you.
Guaranteed. So
I
we will
get you.
be presenting 3 number 1 receivers. So that's a 1A, a 1B, and a 1C. We have Chig Okonkwo. Now, with a horrible team, with a shit quarterback, he put up 700 yards. Now we gave him a real quarterback with a real team. All right. In the running back room, we just went over that, and
Right.
I don't think no team's prepared for an NFL season better, period.
I get you.
On on top of that, including last night, you've seen Ben Simmons starting to shine. This is a tank. So the fact that he's starting to catch balls and show movement means you as a defense have to move over just a little bit more. That means
Oh,
Chig comes open just a little bit more because you can't take Ben Simmons down with one guy 90% of the time. He's a tank. So once he catches it, you have to swarm to the ball. So you have to move your defense over a little bit because when they split, you're going to
I
want 2 guys on that left side.
not necessarily. We do see hit that's the thing. That's why we have our fast guys there. So when swarms to the ball, they are
I
going to
get
be
that
fast
too.
enough to get
But
there.
my point is, these are things we've never been able to present. Now we
I get
have
you.
a catching, fast, twitchy tight end, and we have a tank tight end that's starting to actually show. So you just have to present it a little bit different.
I get
Then
and
we,
here's the thing. I get like I said before, I think both these offenses are going to get after both these defenses.
oh
Because
yeah,
you can tell me about Sonny Styles and Again, I'm sorry. Just like you guys, 3 number 1s over here too. Don't sleep on Ryan Fenoy. And even if you sleep on, even if you somehow George Pickens, C.D. Lamb, Ryan Floyd, then you got then you got Ferguson coming up who got more athletic and he's making plays in training camp now. All of a sudden, little baby Turpin comes out. And he's coming out there burning you for what he does. On
yeah.
top of that, our running backs, especially of our 2 young running backs, again, I want to see more personally for myself, but they've been raving about both Jaden Blue and Phil Maffa. So again,
I just don't trust the media when it's raving about Dallas
that's
because
fair. I'm not, but
Jerry
no.
controls too much.
It's not the regular media though, and Jerry doesn't actually control the beat writers,
Yeah, I've been
believe it or
watching
not.
y'all. I've been watching y'all. I watch the podcasters that go out and watch because they actually give a real breakdown, and Jerry can't control them.
Believe it or not, there's certain guys that I follow. One of them is Patrick Nosey. I don't know if you know who that is.
Yeah.
He does a great job. He goes at Jerry in some of the. He's one of the main ones I follow, and he's got a solid opinion. I watch I watch some of all the stuff like because Dallas beat reporters actually, believe it or not, don't rave. They're against Jerry majority of the time. It's wild.
Mhm. I
where
don't think this is Jerry.
where if you look at some of the Giants beat reporters, all it is glowing endorsements of the Giants, regardless of what's going on. It's weird.
Yeah. I'm
I
kind
don't
of
know if
thinking
you.
this is not Jerry. I think Jerry's gotten to the point in his age to where he's released some of the responsibility to his son. Because
Deceiving.
what I'm seeing this year isn't what you see from Jerry ever, any year ever, except for when y'all had one of the best coaches in history, Jimmy Johnson. That's the only time I've ever seen y'all move this way. I
There's someone
don't think
else.
it's Jerry.
There's someone else that you might not know about, or you might know about that it could be as well. Steven does a lot more of the contract stuff. If we're talking player personnel, that's Will McClay.
Yeah. I think them two are working together for this offseason. I think Jerry's gotten to his age where he said, you know what? I'm going to step back some. Y'all see what y'all can
And
do.
let's not knock the legacy here. Everybody looked at it weird, but I'm sorry, Brian Schottenheimer is the son of one of the greatest coaches to never win one. Marty
You ain't got to tell me
Schottenheimer.
who he is.
Marty Schottenheimer did stuff that was like let's he took what is it, three different teams to the championship games? That's wild.
I tell you what, David Blau, y'all about to be shocked. Look, man, I watched the best of the best of the best come through my building.
Hey,
I
make it
had
happen week
5 of
one.
the best there is in my building at one freaking time. So, I've watched this. Dude, if I had to give a comp for David Blau, it's not Ben Johnson. It's McVay. He
McVay,
even
okay.
even his damn interviews when McVay first started interviewing when he first took over for us are
All
the
right.
same. You can see a prompter going across saying, "Would you shut up so I can get back to football?" Like
Yeah.
he hates it. He just wants to do football.
Nothing wrong with that.
I wanted David Blau before we got Cliff Kingsbury. My best friend is a huge Cliff Kingsbury guy. I think he's trash. But
My only question is this. What are you guys gonna do after this year then?
what
If he
they're not
turns out to
coming
be
for
what
him this year. If we go to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, they're coming for David Blau.
I'm telling
If
if
we
he turns
only
out to be
make a
what you
little
say they are,
noise, if we only make a little noise in the playoffs, they're not coming for Blau yet. He'll have to do it one more year.
because
By that time, Dan Quinn's fucked. Oh, I
they're
mean,
already talking
he's gone.
they're already talking about coming for our boy, and we didn't even make the playoffs last year.
Yeah.
With Clayton Adams.
But he's putting the resume on paper. Now, if Blau goes to the NFC Championship or the Super Bowl, then we'll have to fire Dan or we'll promote Dan to the main office. And we're not letting Blau out the building. If you remember when Ben Johnson, we were in the air to go get him. We had a Brinks truck loaded, ready to
Right.
give him whatever the hell he wanted. We're not letting David Blau leave this building.
All right.
It's not gonna. But I could see respecting
You know
what
something?
Dan Quinn's done for us and moving him to the main office.
Yeah,
Operations of football or whatever.
you don't want to make that Dallas mistake because you know who Dallas let out the door that Jerry will regret for the rest of his life, right?
Yeah,
Sean Payton.
yeah. We let Sean McVay,
Kyle,
Flores. We let
Kyle,
Kyle
you let-
Shanahan. We let everybody walk out of our room. It ain't happening again. Our owner,
who's the other one? Who's the other offensive guy who was on that squad with Kyle McVay, and who was the other one?
um,
Was it LaFleur?
Flores,
Was it?
McVay,
No, there was another offensive guy.
Shanahan,
Was
and
it? Was it LaFleur?
yeah,
It was
yeah.
LaFleur, wasn't it?
Dude, we had all the great minds in our building at one time. All the minds that everyone is copying nowadays were in our building at one time. There is absolutely, and here's the thing, our owner is a Redskins fan his whole life. He's not just the owner.
Right.
He is connected to us. He is one of us. On top of that, so is some of our coaches. We brought in a lot of connections back to the city. So, like, our owner watched us let all them guys walk out of our building. Our owner sent Adam with a Brinks truck to go get Ben Johnson and bring him home. And Ben Johnson was a little bitch. So there's absolutely zero chance that for Dan Quinn that right now is like a 43% win no, right now he's at a 50% win rate. He won 12-5, he lost 5-12. If he doesn't have at least 9 wins this season, he's gone.
Well,
So for them to let Blau walk out the door if he takes us anywhere deep into the playoffs,
you
ain't
want
happening.
to know my issue with Dan Quinn? Fantastic defenses, unless you're playing a Shanahan McVay offense.
It wasn't him. Listen, he realized it wasn't Dan.
No. But when he was with Dallas,
I
that's what
know it
happened.
wasn't Dan then neither. I've put this on my podcast, and I respect Dan as our head coach and a leader of men, and he can get you to run through a brick wall. He's a shitty defensive coach. So was Joe Witt Jr. The person that made y'all's defense great is the same guy that made Chicago's defense great last year, and the same reason why. And that is Al Harris. And that's why
Al
y'all
Harris.
led the league in turnovers. And that brought, no matter what y'all did, up.
Right.
So Dan Quinn looked like a star. But when these coaches separated, we saw it was Al Harris that was the star.
Okay. All right. That up and comer there, Al Harris.
He is different on that back end, man. I wanted him really bad.
And
I was pissed that we couldn't get another one.
to be fair, some people are saying we'll see what happens with Philly, but some people are saying that Christian Parker is the reason why Vic Fangio's defense worked in Philly. Because they were saying, I think, was it Denver? It was working. Then he went to Miami without Christian Parker, and Miami didn't work out. And then up in Philly, all of a sudden it works again because he got Christian Parker back.
Well, here's the thing about Philly, and this is why I said we're going to win the division. Y'all are right behind us, and we're both making the playoffs. Philly has a good defense, but
Yes.
not good enough to deal with our offenses. And their offense ain't good enough to deal with our defenses.
Right.
So when you lay it down, it's like, and number one, we just ain't scared of Philly. They think they tough, but they ain't shit.
Well, let's see if their main player on defense can keep his head straight. How you get ejected from the first game?
I don't get their team. I don't get their fans. I don't get, dude. How do you burn down your own town and houses because you won a game?
How you throw snowballs at Santa Claus?
Huh?
How you throw snowballs at Santa Claus?
Uh-huh.
Like,
They're just horrible. They're just like, you won a Super Bowl and you burned down your own shit. You
it's
greased
weird.
up
It's
the
weird.
telephone poles. Like, what is actually wrong with you?
Like it's weird. It's weird. It's really weird.
Dude, we win the Super Bowl. It's gonna be a party for 6 weeks, but we ain't burning shit down. We want to make our city better, not worse.
I mean, especially DC. Let's be honest.
Come on, man. We're a passionate fan base, but we have a higher IQ than Phillies for sure. So does everybody else damn near. they're my now my biggest rival in my head are y'all.
That's
I
fair.
grew up in Texas. You know,
Oh, that I was going to tell you that. Funny thing, my story is a little bit different than yours. I was a military brat. When I became a Dallas Cowboys fan, I was living in Virginia,
Okay. Okay.
and my mother bought me one of those a Dallas starter jacket. It was right after you guys won the Super Bowl, so I got clowned all day long, and I had to own it. I had to own it. Little
Yep.
did you know, the next year.
Yep. 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 I totally understand because I was a military brat too. Lived in Hawaii, all over the country. Um, so I've been representing the Redskins all
Oh,
over this country my whole life.
trust me, it's wild though. Like you're like I'm sure where you're at, but like I'm in Milwaukee here, and it's either Bears or Packers. So I walk into a place with a Dallas Cowboy. Oh, the Cowboys. It's like okay, all eyes
Well,
over here, I guess.
it's Seattle or Packers here.
Really,
Yes, I'm in Idaho. So
Seattle, I get the pack.
I can throw a rock into Washington from my front door mainly. And then Green Bay carries a ton of fans in Montana and all through that area up there.
All right.
So it's Green Bay and Seattle up here mostly.
We believe it or not, Green Bay fans out here are fairly well adjusted. They like to talk a lot of smack. It's the Chicago fans that are completely unhinged.
Well, of course they are. They can't even stop shooting each other. They should not be allowed out of their state.
Now I just mess with them because I'm like, how about that man curse on your city?
I know.
I
I lived in Dallas, so I've seen the
get you.
stadium. I've seen the well, I lived in Arlington actually, Gonzales. So I the facilities. I know what y'all got.
It's
Only thing I
nice.
don't like about y'all's whole thing is Jerry makes y'all's players be um, guinea pigs. So
Yeah.
they're in a cage for everyone to walk by and stare at and gawk at, and the glass wall that he sells the tours to. Man,
Yeah.
I just that's to me is so much disrespect from his ass.
I mean,
Like,
that's how he built it. He built it on being a business.
yeah, I get that, but dude, these players is what your business is built on. Respect your product is how I look at it. Like, quit being a little billionaire asshole and
Now,
respect what's making you your money. And it ain't that glass wall. It's them players that go out there and bust their ass.
now, to be fair, with the one exception in recent years, Jerry will go to bat for pretty much all of his players.
He does. He does.
I'm not sure. I don't know the inners. I know I've heard the rumors. Whatever happened between him and Micah, but you hear it from any other player, even Dak, he will go to bat. Even Zeke, who, let's be clear, Ezekiel Elliott should have been the truth, but that fool did not take care of his product, which is his body.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Too much partying. That if anybody wants to know what happened to Ezekiel Elliott, they didn't wear him down in the dust. He did not take care of his body. If he would have
No.
Derrick Henry did, he'd still be playing right now.
No, but Zeke is a perfect example of why I would never believe nothing coming out of Dallas.
Why is that?
Because we watched a bone bruise turn into a torn ACL, and like they were reporting Zeke just has a bone bruise forever, and then all of a sudden the insiders come out and they're like, "Yeah, we knew it was that, and it was never a bone bruise." I'm like, "So you just told us Jerry told you what to say, and you fell in line." So I don't listen to nothing from over there. I listen to y'all, but I don't listen nothing that Jerry can touch.
Fair enough. I think that's almost pretty much any team though with that nonsense because I've heard some craziness from other teams as well. The
We
the, the
don't touch
story
nothing. We just don't
the,
let nothing out.
the stories coming out of Philly. My God, what
I
is going
know.
on up there?
We
We,
went
we,
from FBI busting in our headquarters
right.
and we couldn't keep quiet about nothing to the most like tied up and proper organization I've ever seen. Like they release nothing. It pisses me off as a content creator that they are so quiet.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. one thing I'll give up for our two squads this year, at least there's no drama. At least there's no drama on both sides for us. Philly is not. What is that? The desperate housewives of Philly going on up there? Like, what in the world? And then New York. I don't do politics, but my goodness,
Oh,
you guys fighting over politics in the locker room? Like, what is going on here?
he's your leader, man. He didn't do nothing really wrong. Shut the hell up. Quit tearing your own players up because
No,
you
no,
have
no.
a different world opinion. This is football. Let
We
it
just
be
met. We just
football.
talked about don't mess with your money. That's your quarterback. Don't mess
That's your
with your money.
quarterback. And now I think he's kind of not quite right in the head. Who the
No,
hell
no, no.
dives head first?
The one who's not right in the head is Mr. Cam Scatterbo.
Ugh, that ain't no joke. God.
Like,
You know who
bro,
he
you
reminds me of? And I said it to my best friend right after I watched him start running. That's how a white boy runs the ball. The last yard, Steve Austin said it.
But I'm
He's
just
just
saying.
crazy.
I'm just saying. You just came back from a leg injury, and you're gonna go somewhere and do a backflip.
He's not white, right? That's why I said he reminds me of that character off
Right.
the longest yard, like just a run, like, and then all of a sudden your ass gets knocked out because you're too
Was he?
stupid to
Didn't he get knocked out
understand.
in camp? Didn't he recently get knocked out in camp?
Yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see what they present because, in my opinion, they have the number one wide receiver in our division.
I disagree, but
Y'all
that's
have
okay.
the number one squad in our division, but they
Yeah,
have the best wide receiver in our division.
I disagree, but that's okay.
Neighbors is different.
I
He's
think
just
I do agree he's amazing. I just
he's
still think
different.
my guy's better. I do still think my guy's better.
I don't. I think your squad's better,
No, no.
but
Here's the thing. My guy had a rough year last year, but I still think overall he's better. He can do everything you need him to do as a wide receiver.
I think
There,
we'll
he's
see this year now. We'll see more of what Neighbors is, and if he was what
well,
he
if he
was,
stays healthy. If he stays
huh?
healthy.
If
If
he
he stays
stays
healthy.
healthy,
Because
man, he's
just like we're
different.
just like we're saying Jaden Daniels isn't injury prone, I think we can write the book that Malik Neighbors is injury prone.
Um, it's starting to look like that, but is he? Because he
Two
has
years
a
in a row.
quarterback that kind of sends up some hospital balls too.
No, no, but 2 years in a row. Like, and this last one wasn't a hospital, but this was lower leg injury.
Well, I understand that, but the beating he takes
I get
from,
you.
yeah, like
Maybe it's that field though. Maybe it's that field.
that too. We've seen that field mess people up. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Because
I'll
guess who
give
else got
Neighbors
hurt
a
on?
little bit of leeway because their field absolutely sucks in the league.
Yes.
And they have a quarterback that puts up hospital balls a lot. They got a running back that runs like a moron.
Yes.
So I'm wondering how much all that is involved in getting Neighbors hurt too. So I'd like to see him off that field.
Again, amazing player. I just
Yeah.
think CD Lamb's a top 3 wide receiver. That's just my opinion, not just because I'm a Cowboys fan. I'm telling you, he was my top wide receiver when he came out,
Ooh,
and
top
I say
three.
it. I put him top.
That's a
I put
bold
him top
statement
3.
there.
I put him top 3. You know, we do. You probably can guess the 2 I have ahead of him.
Jamar Chase and JJ for sure.
Yes, there you go. Those are my 2.
But putting him at 3
I got him at 3.
with
I know.
people
I
like
know.
Puka Nakua out there and
I,
some others that we know of.
actually, Puka,
I
I have
get
at
it.
5.
You're a Dallas fan, so you're supposed to, no matter what, put him at 3.
No,
But at
no,
least you
Puka.
ain't trying to put him at 1, so you're not completely delusional.
No, no. Puka I have at 5. There's one guy I have that rivals CD for the number 3 spot who I have at number 4, and that's JSN.
I would agree with that one too. Now, there's a few of them out there that, and a couple that are coming on this year
There's
that
some
I
coming
want
on.
to see what's going to
Now,
happen with them too.
now, next year's draft, I don't know what to think.
I can't wait. We got all our draft picks, and we don't need anything.
But I mean, Jeremiah Smith and Cam Coleman alone, but then you've got probably like 5 to 6 other wide receivers that could be like legit dudes,
We
and
don't
that's just the
need
wide receivers.
we don't need anything glaring except for maybe a
No, no.
center.
There's one
And
thing I could see you guys needing if you guys were up there, but you won't be. You won't be up there to pick them.
no, but
But
we're gonna hit a corner.
you
Uh,
know who I would guarantee if you guys were up there to take
oh,
Dylan Stewart.
oh,
Dylan
yeah,
Stewart.
we won't be nowhere near that.
You won't
But
be anywhere clear of that, but I bet you'd love to have him.
yeah, but we don't even need to pick up what we need at number one. Our number one can be a one. We can get whatever we want. Like,
Right.
because we can pick up a center and a corner in the second and third rounds, no problem. So we can get any old weapon that comes to us that we're like, now that's what we haven't been in that position in a long time, dude.
I think it's going to be the same for Dallas. If
Yeah.
everything works the way it should, Dallas will not have a glaring need.
Adam knocked it out the park with our free agency this year
Mhm.
and filling so many massive holes. And then what he did in the draft sealed all the rest to where we need a center. And I'm not even sure if we need a center because Matt Goldman looked really good last night. For his first start, highly impressed.
Right.
I've been saying that he's looks like he'll be our future. He just needs time to get it together. And it looks like it may be quicker. So that even leaves us one hole that may not be there come next year. So a corner, like,
Maybe
dude,
corner or bear with me here. I know you like the squad, but maybe get a little upgrade on that defensive tackle area.
oh, that's what I mean. They're just going to bring in more defensive tackle. They're going to bring in more corners. They're going to bring in more help on the line. It's a
On top of that, you know something, maybe a wide receiver because Stephon Diggs, that's a 1 year deal, right?
I think Stephon will earn another deal.
You
I
think
think
so?
he'll get another 1 year deal, but I do think we'll bring in a receiver.
Because
Uh,
it's going to be a major wide receiver draft.
yeah, yeah, because Diggs is still one of the best in shape guys in the league.
Well, here's the thing: the thing that makes Diggs effective and why he's going to be effective. It was never based off athleticism. It was always based off of route running,
Yeah,
and you don't lose that. You don't lose
intelligence.
route running.
Well, he develops rookie quarterbacks. It's what he does. Josh Allen, C.J. Stroud. He went to Drake May. Now he's coming over to Jaden Daniels, and that's because his superpower is he just knows where to be open for a
Right,
quarterback,
right,
and he's to where a lot of receivers, their quarterbacks have to get on time with them.
right.
Diggs is great at also getting on time with his quarterback, which is a rare commodity in the league. Usually the quarterback has to be the one to bring it.
Right.
Diggs is just a different kind of player. He molds to his quarterback too. It's going to be beautiful. So I love your takes on your team. It it'll make me go back and look again and see what you're seeing compared to what I was seeing, and that's what I like. So definitely, I definitely appreciate you coming on, and I can't
Thank
wait to
you.
get the
Thank you.
round table going for us,
Oh,
so
the
we can
Philly,
be on once a week together.
the Philly one might not like us.
Well, I don't really care. I, we just gonna have to argue and get through it because it's not my fault their team sucks.
I'm not going to disagree. This is one thing we will agree on. All right.
So I can't wait to see everybody give their opinion on their team and what they think, what they're seeing over what we think we're seeing.
Right. Because I
So
mean, what you see for the Commanders is different than what I know that I've
yeah,
heard. Just
yeah,
like from what I'm seeing from the Cowboys is different from what you've heard.
yep. And I dig in as much tape as I can get on y'all, and I also dig into everything. I have access to us,
Even
so
though you know what the scariest thing for you guys is, right? The one thing that should scare you the most about the Dallas Cowboys, right? Jerry Jones has been quiet.
I know that's why I know he's not involved with this offseason that
Is that a
much.
little unsettling?
It tells me that he handed over the reins to someone new, and he won't tell you because
No.
Jerry's all about power.
No, not just that. Also, I do think Jerry believes in his mind if he talks and people come at him and hate him, he's taking the bullets for the team. I think
Yeah,
he actually believes that.
yeah, it doesn't quite work that way, but
I know
he's
this.
like
You
a
know this.
thousand years old, dude. Sometimes you just gotta overlook people that damn old.
I mean, well, also like some of his isms, like we're not trying to circumcise the mosquito. What does that mean?
Uh, it, as much as I don't like Dallas and I don't like Jerry Jones, it will be sad when he dies because
Doesn't knock on
he
wood.
is such a huge part of the NFL
Well,
behind the scenes.
it's just like when Al Davis went. It was a sad day,
Yeah,
and then Mr. Magoo went and took over.
yeah, yeah. But Jerry has so much power. He's
Yes.
involved in the bargain agreements. He's so involved behind the scenes in the NFL that even if Dallas gets better because he's less nosy, his contribution to the NFL will be missed way beyond the
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. So I do appreciate what he does, even though I think his team sucks.
Hey. I mean, you can think what you want. You
I
can be wrong as well.
think we got a comment. Oh, we got
Do we?
Slice Flow on here. My best friend, Pete, Redskins fan, good guy, Navy man, played in college, quarterback. I mean, we won't hold that part against him, but yeah. So I really like the take of your the Commanders guy is a little bit off, but I like him. uh, so I like your take on your guys, and
Thank you.
I will go back and dig in and look a little harder. I am looking forward to put your left tackle in a blender.
We'll
I
see.
am.
We'll
I
see.
am.
He's
I
been
am.
doing well. He's been doing well. So
He has been showing well, but last year he was a little bit suspect. Now I
it's
want to
because
see what he can do with this kind of pass rush.
coming back from an injury, he was suspect. He was literally coming
Yeah,
off an injury.
yeah. I get that. I get that. And that's also why Stephon Diggs moves the needle so much for me
Right.
because this dude's different. That's why I also think he'll get that second contract one more year because he came back in off that injury and still put up a thought. You know how rare that is?
Just don't give him no personal chefs. That's all. That's all I'm
No,
saying.
we're good with that. We put a cot in the locker room. We ain't letting him leave. Carly B got to stay her ass in another state. We'll let her hear his voice over the PA.
Very
That boy
nice.
got to be under control.
Seriously.
Look, he's a hometown guy. I am
Yeah,
so
yeah,
happy.
Maryland, right? Maryland,
Yeah,
right?
he's right from here. He's been a Redskins fan his whole life. We have a lot of them in Kinlaw, even Durante Jones. We're really connected back to the community. You'll remember when we were a dominant team in the 80s and early 90s. This is what it felt like. The
Right.
connection to the community. When you can put a team on paper and you're like, damn, we ain't seen that. I mean, the closest we've gotten to what we have on paper now is that Pierre Garcon and
I remember
Jackson.
Pierre. I
And
remember Pierre.
that ain't McLaurin and Diggs and
No.
Williams. I mean that we can't go back. We have to go back to our last Super Bowl before we can look at it and be like, we're presenting a real
Like
team.
I
I
said,
hope this comes together.
these two offenses it's gonna be nasty.
Yeah. Because the last time we presented a team like this was our last Super Bowl. When we came into that year, we weren't considered that team. And we came out and just whooped the shit out of everybody that year. Like
Right.
we were dominant as
Well, I
could
mean,
be. No one
let,
saw
let,
it coming.
let's be clear. This NFL is that type of NFL. Who tell me how many people do you know legitimately picked Seattle to to even go or win the Super Bowl
Not a
last year?
one. Never saw nobody. Never. And they were the only legitimate team in the Super Bowl. The
Yeah, right.
Patriots got there because of their schedule, some lucky rolls, and that's all
Well,
fine.
well, let's
They
be
got
clear.
there, so you got to give them the credit. But
You gotta give them the credit. Let's be clear. The Chiefs had a really rough year as well,
yeah,
and Josh Allen, as good as he can be, he Josh Allen.
he does. He does tend to have a problem folding when he gets to that last game.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, and it's a shame because he's a special kind of talent. But I think we'll
He
see
is.
out of Drake May what we've always wanted to see out of Josh Allen. They're basically the same prototype, but Drake May, his bloodline with
Yes.
his
Yes.
parents and the way his whole family just wins, it's different.
It is. It
Yeah,
is.
so it is going to be interesting and fun. I know I've had you on here forever.
No
It
worries. No worries. No
You
worries. It's
need to
been fun.
go.
Huh? I do
You
need to go, but it's been fun.
All right,
It's
all
been
right.
fun. We'll
So
do it again.
we absolutely will. So y'all go follow uh Sean
Usher
Usher
Elliott.
Elliott
Uh,
Productions, and he will be back on with us. We are putting together a roundtable we will be bringing to y'all. He will also be back on with me where we'll do more shows for you.
most
Make sure
definitely.
y'all
Especially
follow him.
week two, right? Week two. We should do a week two preview.
Absolutely. We should go live for that game.
All
We
right.
absolutely should do play by play for that game. Absolutely. Both of us together presenting what we're seeing on both sides. Absolutely.
Most
Let's
definitely.
do that. Let's do
All
that.
right.
Let's plan on that. All right.
All right.
Y'all
Thank
follow
you.
him. I appreciate you coming on the show, man. Great show. I respect you as a Dallas fan because most of
Same
the
here.
ones I meet are not as down to earth. So I appreciate it.
I
And
do
keep
my best.
covering my team because I got no problems with what you got to say. Your opinion's your opinion. And anyone attacking you out of our fan base, tell them shut the hell up.
It
They
was
don't
just it
know.
was it was just funny. It was just funny. It was just like, come from my opinions. Don't just ask me about Dallas. Come from
Yeah.
my opinions.
Yeah.
Tell me why I'm wrong.
Yeah. I don't like when they come into our comments and want to spout stuff with no facts and no numbers. You
Right.
can't tell me anything but your opinion. Your opinion is the same as everybody else's. It's yours. Come with something stronger than that. So
But
I get it.
they weren't even coming with opinions. They were just like, it was, instead of saying, "Hey, I don't agree with what you're saying," like the Discord we just had, they'd be all they say is, "Well, we'll worry about the Dallas defense." Like,
Straight
okay,
attacks.
okay.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Well, I'm not worried about the Dallas defense. I truly believe that no. I mean that respectful actually.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
truly believe the NFC beast will be back. I do believe we will be brought up by the Giants that need another year,
You
but I think we'll still be considered that point.
know the truth? The NFC in general, because I think it's going to happen again. The AFC was weak last year. I think it's going to be weak again this year. And with the exception of the NFC South, you've got one team that doesn't have a legitimate chance to do anything, and that's the Arizona Cardinals.
Yeah.
Because even the Vikings, if Mighty Mouse can do any little bit, that's a good squad. It's just their quarterback is.
I know Atlanta's going for the number one overall pick from what I've seen. They look like ass juice.
Another team that should be talented again, quarterback.
They are just not at all. Like they brought in Kyler Murray, and he looks worse than he ever has.
No, Kyler Murray's Minnesota.
I'm not Kyler Murray.
You mean Tua? You mean Tua?
Tua. They brought
Tua.
in Tua, and he looks worse than any
Terrible.
year he was
Have
ever
you-
with Miami.
Have you seen the GIF? Have you seen the GIF
Yeah,
of Michael Penix coming over and pointing at?
yeah. Like when you're like making Michael Penix look good after the years he's had,
It's rough.
it's time
rough.
for you to go. You got paid for nothing. Go home.
Chill. Protect yourself, Tua. Protect yourself.
Yes, he don't.
It's
He's going to be a CT problem if he don't start.
not just
controlling
that. Not just that. He has another hip problem.
it. Yeah,
No, it's not
he's
just
had the hip problem since college.
Well, this is what I'm saying. Like, it's multiple fronts for Tua. It's not just one thing.
Yep. But
All right.
I know you got to go.
Oh yeah. Sorry,
So
I gotta
appreciate you coming
All right.
on. We can get
All right.
together soon if you have the time. Just hit me up. I can always make the time. I
Will do.
get off at 5 every day my time. So anytime you want to go live, let's do it. So
All right.
just let me know when you got the time. I appreciate you coming on to the Gridiron Report with David Wright. And we will be following you, and we will definitely be liking your content.
Thank you. I'll
You
see
have
you
a
again.
great day.
You
Thank
too.
you for showing.
Bye.
So, guys, there's our Dallas content creator. Seems extremely knowledgeable about his team. I like it. I hope y'all have enjoyed this show. It was informing. I will go back and look at a little bit more of Dallas and see where I could have been wrong if I was or not. I will bring it to y'all. Thank you for joining us for almost 2 hours. And y'all have a great weekend. And we will see y'all later where we have a fan coming on. And I think her name was Susan or something along them lines. But we will see you later today. Y'all have a great weekend.